Sarah, so before you started using Dermis, you weren't implementing any sort of membership program.
Yeah.
What was it that you were uncomfortable about beforehand, and why did you just decide to transition to the membership model?
So the biggest challenge clinic owners have, like myself, is the fact that we're always trying to retain our patients. And I noticed that our repeat revenue and also presentation to the clinic was starting to decline. So without actually actioning any marketing efforts, I looked at other things like membership. And this was something that I knew I could encourage my patients to not only come back to the clinic on a monthly basis, but also it would very much support my ethos of improving patient satisfaction rates by delivering treatment plans and protocols rather than one-off treatments.
So you're basically saying that you chose memberships to present to patients as more of a protocol rather than just presenting these one-off treatments. Why is that?
Because as we know as clinicians, we're always looking for solutions to problems, and these solutions do take time. So trying to explain to patients today that they have to come 1, 6, or 12 times per year, this is really encouraging them to have a membership, to really increase that retention rate. They have a loyalty system built into it, and they feel like they're a part of a community as well.
Yeah. Because I think the community aspect of it, it's like, you know, at your clinic, you might have this culture, I mean, assuming you do, of having a culture around fully addressing concerns.
Yeah.
And I think what you're doing here is you're starting to build not so much a culture, but more of a community, where the culture of your clinic is now extending into your patient base, which I think is really exciting. So you've been in the business for years now.
Yeah.
So what is it specifically about membership that makes you excited about the future for SLA Medical?
Yeah, I think there's a few things. I think as a business owner, I'm really excited about having that reliable, steady income, because as we know, there's nothing more powerful than being able to budget, and when you're a clinic owner, be able to put funds in certain areas to elevate your business. But on top of that, being a practitioner and coaching my practitioners to be able to deliver results. And we know that we cannot promise results if we are only seeing our patients 1 or 3 times per year.
Yeah.
So that for me is really exciting, to be able to give them that opportunity, but equally give them all the benefits that they get and make them feel truly valued.
Okay, so you're very established. A lot of people watching this interview today may feel that they are nowhere near you. However, you've just started Grit and Glam, which is a consulting company where you help clinics grow their business with all things operations, marketing, building a brand. So why do you think that the smaller clinics would consider implementing a membership?
So it's a really good question, because at every stage of your business and every facet, whether that might be as a startup, you're scaling, you're growing, or you're exiting, having that membership not only solidifies that revenue, and when you're newly to the industry, that's quite scary, not knowing what type of revenue is going to come through the door. So if you're establishing yourself as a membership clinic from the very beginning, this can be really vital to your ongoing success. Building that culture from the beginning is not actually going to be as difficult sometimes as to converting patients. So you have a real competitive advantage if you're newly into the industry, if you're working out of one room, but equally if you're scaling yourself into your own clinic.
Before joining Dermis, you had never tried selling memberships in the past. Why is that?
So we tried to dabble a little bit in doing our own type of skin plans, but for me it was the manpower. It was really difficult to manage the payments, the declined payments, or the fact that the patients weren't really being very, how can I say it, authentic with us as well. So Dermis took that off our hands. Dermis really takes everything and puts it into a complete package, which reduces my manpower, my labor costs, and also then my clinic can actually focus on what really matters, and I can leave Dermis to do all the operational things in the background.
How important is it to you as a clinic owner to maintain the culture around fully addressing concerns rather than just selling this one-off treatment like approach?
This is the evolution of the success of your business. If you are not selling protocols and you're talking about treatment plans and addressing those solutions in an in-depth assessment and consultation, not only are you doing yourself a disservice, but you're really not looking after the best interests of your patient. You're not getting to the underlying reason of why they're presenting.
Yeah. So you mentioned there about treatment plans. So obviously, you know, you can sell a one-off treatment or you can present a treatment plan. Why did you choose memberships as opposed to the treatment plan route?
So the treatment plan does actually work synergistically with a membership. So although I'm talking about treatment plans, the best way to implement that is through a membership. because that really gets the patient thinking that not only are they coming on a monthly basis for us to address other issues, but we can equally divert them into other areas of the business as well. And that helps them long term build their treatment plan and again, address that solution.
Yeah. So have you ever tried selling like paid in full treatment plans? Like where you collect a big sum of money up front?
Yeah, this only works for a really small portion of your company and your clientele. And actually that still exists. But as I say, a business on a whole should have multi-facets to it.
So from this conversation, I think we've established like there's this importance around maintaining culture at your clinic and selling protocols rather than just these one-off treatments. But what it sounds like is that currently clinics are stuck between either selling the one-off treatment or selling this massive treatment plan, and that gap in between doesn't exist. So would you say that that is one of the reasons you chose memberships?
Absolutely. It really fills that void. And so we're not going from one extreme to the next. And we're looking at the masses of our market, and it appeals to the biggest demographic in our business, and it will do in the entire aesthetics industry.
Sarah, thank you for joining us at ACE. It's been a pleasure having you here. We've got 2 bottles of champagne down there.
Let's go.
I think we should spray it off the balcony.
Imagine, they can all clean their faces with a hydrofacial.
Exactly. Perfect. Let's do it.